It was the culmination of a lot of hard work and preparation, and at its peak, nearly 80 participants took part in the first ever Kahnawake Lands Conference. KTV was there and asked some of the attendees and some of the organizers what the day was all about.
No, we've never had anything of this magnitude, I don't think, in the community, and what struck me the most was the diversity of the crowd. We had elders, we had students from KSS, we had middle-aged people, we had older people, young men, women. I was so surprised with the turnout, that people would come here with an open mind, that they would be able to tell us without any fear of reprisal or whatnot, what their thoughts were on the topics that we talked about today. And that did happen. Well, there's been like 2 years worth of information, from surveys to interviews and kiosks and different things. Cole McCumber is going to be putting it into a land use plan framework, and we're going to be making a presentation to Chief and Council.
The mapping exercise in the afternoon, it was like right after lunch, where they split up into teams and they were all like kind of had a blank map and they were making their own ideal community. I didn't know how that was gonna go, but it turned out to be like the sleeper, you know, like the hit. And just the fact that KSS brought the whole grade 11 here was also I think they called me. She emailed me, Eva Lahash, about a week before, and said I want to bring the whole grade 11, which is like 35 students plus the instructors, Wayne, Dwayne, and Eva. When they had to present their maps, their communities, they got up and did it themselves. Like I didn't have to like kind of pick anyone. I was like, they wanted to do it, and they did well. I was kind of very, very impressed with them.
It was very interesting. As students in high school still, we don't really get the opportunity to really discuss topics like this, very serious topics that are really important in Kahnawake. It's kind of just an outside thing, so we'll do it on our own after school or whatever. So it was really eye-opening to see all of the importance behind all of these topics that go on in Kahnawake. So it was really cool. Community participation is a big one. So I feel like a lot of the topics were kind of, we talked about different things according to different topics, but the one main idea behind everything was that we needed community participation from everybody. So if you can contribute time towards cleaning up or whatever, so that we can kind of get our community back to, you know, learning from the land and cleaning up and whatever. It's all based off of if people want to participate and be a part.
In grade 11, we teach a course called Issues Affecting Kahnawake, and we do membership, we do land issues and jurisdiction, and it just happens that we're starting to do land issues now, so this conference came in perfect for us. It's a good introduction for the kids. It was also good that they've got a voice. It's the first time that, you know, young people have been invited to give their opinions, their voice, and what they did find out was a lot of people in there have the same opinions. You know, so they're saying, yeah, that it's, you know, very similar. And I mean, these guys are in the future. You know, they're the ones going to be making these decisions down the road. So what's good about it is, when you're young, you're open to change. When you're older, sometimes you're stuck in your older ways. But then don't forget, 40 years ago, recycling didn't exist. And now recycling is part of our way of life. So for them to come in here and learn about the different issues here, it's going to be stronger for them when they go out there into the real world. As we always say, when they leave grade 11, it's the real world. And some of these things they're already dealing with as it is. I was impressed. I think the fact that some of them are usually shy, but they were able to participate. It was hard for them, some of them, to get up there and do the presentation in terms of the town planning thing. But I think the people in there were also impressed with them.
I came for the environment conservation aspect of it, and there was questions asked about land use on the north wall, big fence, and on the island. And I said, leave it the way it is. People want access to it, and there is access. You have to. It's only 150 feet away, 200 yards across. So nobody wants to take all that time to drive around to get to it. And when people do get to it, they don't respect it. That's the reason why I came about for that conservation area. And I would like to see it kept that way, you know, for everybody. It's a getaway. and leave it as is.
The highlight for me was just all the people that came and the show that they care about our lands and want their input to be part of the land use plan framework. So that was the highlight, was just the attendance.